guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hello, hi, I'm Janine and I'm a student nurse from the Philippines. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you the different medical books that you guys will be needing for first year and second year. Just to advise you guys, this is from my school, which is Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, or the University of the City of Manila. So it may be different for you guys, so these are just my recommendations based on the books that were required or suggested to us that we buy or read. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so we will be starting off with the first year books. I will also be putting online PDFs in the description down below if you guys prefer reading the books online rather than buying them. So there are two shops that I'm going to mention, and it is from CNE Bookshop, which is basically the main bookshop where we buy all the medical books. The other one is from Shopee because that's the only place where I could find these two books that I will be mentioning later. So first off, we're going to be starting with the first subject is anatomy and physiology. So I do not have a physical copy of the books that I'm going to mention because if you guys watch my video on the tips for incoming freshies or the first year nursing subjects, I mentioned there that I do not have a physical book of anatomy and physiology, but that is one of my regrets, and I will make sure that I'm going to buy an anatomy and physiology book when I have the funds again. So the first book that I'm going to recommend to you guys is the Anatomy and Physiology book by Tortora. So it is called the Tortora's Principles of Anatomy and Physiology with Study Guide Set Global Edition. So this is the one that I'm going to buy, and this is from CNE Bookshop. So the publisher is by John Wiley & Sons, and it is the first edition, and the copyright is 2017, and the total is 2,995 pesos. If you guys want to go cheaper but also want something that will give you more details, because the difference between the Tortora and the Seeleys that I'm going to mention right now is the Seeleys is a bit more complicated in terms of understanding. Well, for me Tortora, I like how simple it is, how it's able to teach you in a the simplest way as possible. But in Seeleys, if you want to go a little bit more like deeper into the anatomy and physiology, I urge you guys to get the Seeleys one. So this is the Seeley's Essentials of Anatomy and Physiology plus Laboratory Manual for Seeley's Essential of Anatomy and Physiology set. So it comes with two books, and it is by, the author is Cinnamon L. Vanput, Jennifer Regan, Andrew F. Russo, and Kevin T. Patton. So the publisher is McGraw-Hill, edition is the 10th, copyright 2019, and it is 2,395 pesos for these two books already. So if you either want the Tortora or the Seeleys, whichever is actually fine. Again, there will be also available PDFs in the link down below if you guys don't want to buy the physical book. The next subject is Theoretical Foundations of Nursing. I'm not sure if that is also what is called, that is what the subject is called in other schools, but in PLM that is what they call it. So it's TFN, the Theoretical Foundations of Nursing, and mostly that is where we study about the history of nursing and as well as nursing theorists around the world, even here in the Philippines. So there's this 3-item set which you can again find in CNE Bookshop. To make it cheaper, there is this set that you guys can get for the Seeleys one. So it is the Seeley's Essentials of Anatomy and Physiology, the Laboratory Manual for Seeley's Essentials of Anatomy and Physiology, and the Nursing Theorists and Their Work. So it is a 3-item set, and it is the latest edition, and it is 3,278 pesos. So if you guys want to get the 3-item set with the Seeleys one instead of the Tortora one, you guys can do that. It is cheaper because you're getting 3 books for 3,278, while if you're going to buy it separately, like the nursing theorist book and then an anatomy book, it's going to be way more expensive. But then again, it really depends on your budget. Okay, so because the nursing theorists and their work, so it is by Martha Aligood, and the publisher is Elsevier, the 9th edition, copyright 2018. It is 998 pesos. But if you buy it with the Seeleys one, it is 3,278. So you are going to be saving 115 pesos. So that is pretty worth it because that's still 100 pesos, right? The next book that we use, but not entirely, maybe we use like the first chapters. So it is the Cozier and Herbs, Fundamentals of Nursing, Concepts, Process, and Practice. So the author is Audrey Berman, Shirley J. Snyder, and Geraldine Franzen. The publisher is Pearson, the 10th edition. The copyright is 2016. So what I found in C&E Bookshop is that there are 3 prices of this. I don't understand why. Like, they're all the same, but I just don't understand actually what their differences are. They're just the same editions, but I guess they are printed differently maybe. So I'm going to tell you first the cheaper one. So the first one is 1,698 pesos. So that is the one here. And then the next one, which is the 2-volume set, which is what I have right now, that is 1,895 pesos. So same editions. Everything is still same edition. The copyright is also the same. And the next one is the global edition, which is 2,228 pesos. So again, it really depends on your budget, on what you are looking for. The content is the same, the edition is the same, the copyright, the author, everything is the same. Maybe it's just, you know, the way it was printed. And I'm not really sure about the global edition since that is not what I bought. But if you guys want to splurge, even if the contents are maybe the same, you guys can tell me if what is inside the global edition one. Okay, so we are now moving on to the first year, second semester. So I'm sorry if I keep looking down here. This is where my notes is. So the first subject is the health assessment. So mostly the books that I'm going to mention right now is I have it on hand. So the first is the health assessment. So the first one is Bates Nursing Guide to Physical Examination and History Taking. So the author is Beth Hogan Quigley, Mary Louise Palm, and Lynn Bickley. The publisher is Lippincott Williams and Wilkins. Edition is the second, copyright 2017, and the price is 2,350 pesos. So very pricey, but actually for me it's worth it because there's a lot of terms and concepts inside and also rationales where I can use for my nursing care plan. So it's worth the buy, and that is also the book that my professor at the time suggested, so that's what we've been using. Next is the Health Assessment in Nursing by Janet R. Weber, Jane H. Kelly. So the publisher is also Lippincott, Williams, and Wilkins. Edition is the 6th, copyright 2018, and it is 1,338 pesos. So this is much cheaper rather than the 2,351. So, but we never, not really never, but I also used it for my nursing care plans for different rationales, different references. So it's good to actually have different reference books rather than just using just one, because according to my professors, it's better to have 3 books open at the same time and then look and compare each and every one. So it really depends on you guys, on your budget especially. But what I would recommend is the one by Bates. If you want to just buy the Health Assessment in Nursing, just the one by Weber, the 1,338 pesos. There's also another one with a laboratory manual to accompany the Health Assessment in Nursing. So it's a set, same author, same edition, but you're just going to add about 400 pesos, about 420 pesos. So it is 1,758 pesos if you want the last 2 books. So it has the laboratory manual and it also has the Weber book, the Health Assessment in Nursing book. I wouldn't recommend buying the one with the laboratory manual, but you guys can either get the Bates one or just the one by Weber, just the 1 book each. The next subject is the basic concepts of nursing. So we used actually the same book, the Cozier one, the Cozier and Herbs. So again, you guys can get the first one that I mentioned, or maybe the second one, or the most expensive one, the global edition. It really doesn't matter. It just depends on you, on what your budget is, and yeah, the content is just the same, the edition is just the same. So do it at your own risk, guys. Okay, so next one is the next subject is the values and ethics subject. So the book that we use, actually we didn't use any book at that time. We mostly relied on internet sources. So I don't know why I have this book. I mean, they told us to buy this book during second year first semester. That's the only time where I got this book, this Ethics of Healthcare, a guide for clinical practice. So that is the 4th edition, copyright 2018, and it is 628 pesos. So I only got it the second year first semester. I didn't really use it during the first year second semester. Again, we only relied on internet sources just by researching or by whatever the PPT or profs give us. So I don't know why we bought it, but then again, I'm going to show you guys why I have it like right now. So we're now moving on to the second year first semester. So we're going to talk about this not really entirely by subject, but by the sets that is available on the website by the CNE bookshop. So I'm going to show you guys first the 7-item set. So we have maternal child health nursing, a study guide for the maternal child health nursing, basic nutrition and diet therapy textbook and laboratory manual for allied health, nursing care of the community, ethics of healthcare, and the nursing 2009 student drug handbook. So this is not the one that I bought because I remember I do not have the nursing 2009 student drug handbook. Instead, I have the nursing 2020 drug handbook. So this is not the one that I bought. So this is the first set. So in total it is, so this 7-item set is 5,418 pesos. So that is actually pretty good for how many books you're getting. So that's 7 books for 5,418 pesos. Okay, so the next one is a 6-item set. It is the maternal child health nursing, basic nutrition and diet therapy textbook and laboratory manual for allied health, nursing care of the community, ethics of healthcare, nursing 2009 student drug handbook. So again, I don't have this. I think this is not the one that I bought. So this one is 4,648 pesos. I think from when I bought these books, they weren't really in a set, I think. Okay, so next is the 4-item set. So it is the maternal child health nursing books, the basic nutrition diet therapy textbook and laboratory manual for allied health, pharmacology, a patient-centered nursing process approach. So it is 4,698 pesos. Next is just the this is just I think 2 books or 3 books. So it is the maternal child health nursing books and then the nursing 2019 drug handbook set. So it is 4,168 pesos. If you just want the MCN book and the study guide that comes with it, it is 2,938 pesos. So that is maternal child health nursing, care of the childbearing and childbearing family, plus the study guide to accompany maternal and child health nursing, care of the childbearing and childbearing family. So in total, that is 2,938 pesos. But if I were you, it's better to just go with the sets that I just mentioned a while ago, so that it is better on the wallet. And lastly, if you just literally want the book, like you don't want a study guide that comes with it, it is 4,138 pesos, and it is not even the latest edition, it is the 7th edition. So again, it depends on you guys, depends on your budget and what you are looking for. I hope you guys did not check out yet, because there's actually an 8-item set. So it is the maternal child health nursing book, plus the study guide to accompany the maternal child health nursing book, basic nutrition and diet therapy textbook and laboratory manual for allied health, plus nursing care of the community, focus on nursing pharmacology, and the study guide of focus on nursing pharmacology, and the nursing drug handbook 2009. So it is the 8-item set. So in total, all of these books is 6,568 pesos. My prof did not use the book that was told to us to buy. He used a different one, 2 different books. So the one that included here in the 8-item set, that is the one. That's the one that I would recommend to you guys. If you just want the pharmacology book, so it is Focus on Nursing Pharmacology by Amy M. Karch, 7th edition, and it is 1,748 pesos. If you want the other one, which is the Focus on Nursing Pharmacology plus Study Guide for Focus on Nursing Pharmacology set, so it is 1,998. Okay, so the Nursing 2020 Drug Handbook 2 volume set, it is 1,635 pesos, and it is not in the sets that I mentioned a while ago. What it has, those sets, is the 2009 Drug Handbook, and the book that we are using for pharmacology is the Essentials of Pharmacology for Health Professions. Again, it is not included in the sets, but then again, it's not what I recommend book. It's better if you get the Focus on Nursing Pharmacology one. But in case that you guys want this cheaper one, it is 978 pesos. Next is the Community Health Nursing. So the first one that I would recommend is the Nursing Practice in the Community 5th Maglaya Original. So this is the one that you can't get in CNE Bookshop. I think you can, but I bought from Shopee. So it is 850 pesos. And then the next book is also Community Health Nursing. It is by Erlinda S. David, Maria Jesus Lourdes Di Rodolfo, Virginia Serraon Claudio, Adela Jamarabo Ruiz, and it is 650 pesos. So both books are really good. So I just bought them from Shopee, and the links will be down below. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Then again, all the links, all the description will be down in the description box down below, so that you guys can just click away. So please show this to your friends, share it with your classmates, or share it to anyone else who wants to go into the nursing field. And I hope that this video helped you guys, and thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!